Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Turf Hex program. I know it's fairly new, so it might still be fresh in your guys' mind, but we really want to get a video of everything, so that's why we're going to go ahead and do this program again and just kind of make sure everybody's on the same page. So we have two programs. I'm going to start off first with the page that says Turf Hex Program Excess Inventory. So if you guys remember on this, we have two types. We have the sticky back and the non-sticky back. They're both approximately about 12 by 12. But keep in mind, the sticky back is extremely sticky. And once it's stuck on, you're going to pretty much tear apart the wall. And hopefully we'll see that as an example today.
Good idea.
The colors, it says stock colors, but you know, that's flexible because it's all based on excess inventory. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're pulling colors. I went back in Turf today, and they have it all nicely organized in boxes with colors, and then they also say with adhesive or without. So you can just kind of go back in there and pull them out of the box, or they'll do that for you, but it is all nicely, and you can see the colors available currently. With this product, the excess inventory, there is no installation. No design time, no nothing. It's simply an item on the quote, and you'll see the part numbers at the bottom of this page. So basically what happens, they pull the inventory off the shelf, and they go to your client. Even the salesperson can get the inventory and take it to the client, but absolutely no installation with this process. A good thing to know, and we can pass these around, the product is tackable, but it doesn't like self-heal. So you can see with both of these examples, the holes that are left in the product, it shows it more in the lighter than the darker. So I did it on both of them just so you can see the difference between the two. Missing anything else? The sticky back is $15 each, and the non-sticky back is $12 each. So just a very important reminder, no installation, no design time, simply a part number, and take it off the shelf and give it to your client. The only difference then between this and the VID program is basically when you give it to the VID program, it's like a window treatment quote. So it just goes to VID, they quote without an estimate, they'll sit there and they'll know the time to spend designing a layout for it. They have somebody that they can use to do the installation. Basically, it's still out of ROI's hands, it's just more handled like a window treatment quote. So you do have the option if you want an installation or a design, it is more money. The tiles are $25 each in that case, plus the design time taken on it and the installation time. But we just wanted to make sure everybody had an option if they needed design and installation on that. Any questions on those two processes? Nothing? Jenna?
Can we, for the one that's excess versus the VID, can we change the part numbers so that they're not the same? So the prices come in with them?
We should be able to do that. I'll talk to Laura about that.
Just so that then they would know if we're installing it or not, other guys in that, I don't know.
Well, our guys would never install it.
Okay.
Like, it's never a Reiki installation.
Okay.
There is a company that we can use that has installed this product before. That would be the ones using it. It would never be an ROI installation.
Got it.
We're also doing some demonstrations today, and we need some volunteers to put the product into those panels.
Please, don't everybody volunteer at once.
Jimmy, I know you want to do it.
Are you serious? We thought for sure you would volunteer. We knew Mike Warren if he would. If he was here, he would do it. Okay.
Lisa Passion, maybe
Nope. You want your teeth?
Ellie, how about you?
Not really.
Come on.
Alexis Cooper. She's right here. Come on, Lex. Get up here with me.
Come on, Megan.
Oh, we got multiple people.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
So remember, we don't know anything about installation. So we are going to pretend that we're the actual customers and we're going to try to do it ourselves. And we'll see what happens. And we can also do some testing of two different options that we have. Okay?
Oh, you want me to? Or you want to draw? Well, I brought this handy tool down. It's a T-square. And we think the best way to go about it is to first get a level line across it. So you kind of have to pick your point of origin or where you're thinking you're going to start.
That's a beautiful line.
Thank you. Start with the sticky.
Yep.
Okay, Jude, it's up to you.
Can I just put it on there?
You're peeling it off and you're sticking it on.
Peel-
We're all kind of doing a learn.
That's why we want to do it.
Does it seem very big?
Do I have a design that I'm trying, or
Just
no?
sit along the line.
Whatever.
We just want
Unless
to.
you want to do a design. So,
Like a top
so
or
you're going to
not?
want to line it up with the line. I would do the top though.
The top? And anywhere?
Anywhere.
Okay. Wow. Okay, there we go.
Put it on really tight.
Beautiful.
Rub it.
Okay.
Rub it. Okay, now we're going to have Alexis come and try to rip it off.
Oh my.
Like,
Go
shoot.
for it. Don't worry about damaging anything. So that's perfect. So we wanted to show what's going to happen to the drywall if somebody sticks this on incorrectly and try to remove it and put it back
Where
on.
the extra pat was.
So
So now we have an example. This was by Tim, right? So Tim wanted to know, what if we just cut a thin strip out of this sticky and applied it? How would that work? And would you be able to pull it off any easier? So do you want to give that a try?
What kind of board is that? Is
Drywall.
That's gypsum.
It's drywall.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pulled off the top layer of the drywall.
Yeah.
Is it a painted drywall or just a plain old drywall?
That's just plain old drywall.
It's not sticking.
Not
you know
sticky.
why? Because it's got the paper, which is
That's causing it not to
Yeah.
stick.
There we go. Oh, no.
No?
no. So that doesn't work. And the reason why is because these two sides are thicker than the center because we removed the paper. So in order to stick it, we have to bend it somehow, and then it's going to be fighting the whole time, so it'll come up over time. So not a good idea.
Right. Does Megan, do you want to try sticking it onto the ROI panel then?
You want a line?
You want me to take this whole thing off?
Yes. And just show the difference on when you put it on the ROI panel, what happens when you pull it off.
Thank you, Miguel.
Welcome.
That's very good.
Who wants to pull it off? Jeff? I won't be able to do it. Wow. It's on. This is really on.
Maybe I shouldn't have rubbed it so much.
No, that's good. Whew. Took a lot of me to get it off. Look at that.
The adhesive is stuck on, or is that damaged?
I think that's.
No, the adhesive
that's
stay on the panel because there's no way I can pull the board before the felt.
So that's why we put the little disclaimer on here on both cases that we're not responsible for any surface damage that happens. So you can see, I know we've talked about maybe doing other types of ways where it might be better to talk about them getting the non-sticky one and installing it a different way, maybe with double stick tape or something like that. Just be aware if they do this sticky, it's uber sticky and it's stuck there basically for life. Cool? Any questions? Comments? Concerns?
So based on what you guys just see, That's the reason we don't want to take on the installation, because if we use LEN 1 incorrectly, now we're in trouble. And when we have to go there and patch walls, paint walls, and the list goes on and on and on.
And what if and how do you apply it if it doesn't have the sticky?
We thought you can look at other options like double stick tape.
Okay.
And I think there's like those little, 3M little sticker things.
You can use any caulk.
Okay, because I thought at one point you said wallpaper and glue.
Well, that's, it may be we thought maybe the installation company that we're using might use that.
Got it, okay. So, but if you're gonna do it yourself, it's probably those little tabs.
Right, but you can literally use anything on this product, like any silicone or caulk that you want to use, because it absorbs enough that it will stick up. But once it's dry, then it's going to be the same as that.
Right, I would think maybe something a little less permanent.
And then keep in mind, any caulk or silicone is a lot thicker than the sticky tape, and it will keep this away from the wall a little bit. And then if it is uneven, it's going to look some imperfections. So, this is the way to go, I think, but we just have to have the right person to install it. Not we, but the customer. And that's why we recommend installation company, because they know how to do it. Any other questions? Everybody looks excited today.
Yeah,